Welcome, everybody, to the laboratory. I am your host, the Mav Hatter. Today, we've got another episode of No Mage's Land, a modular unlimited story. But before we dive into that, we're going to do a little bit of work on our character sheets, get everybody familiar with how this works, what it looks like to spend some experience, level up your skills, get talents, etc. So, who would like to go
I'm kind of already in the middle of it. So, um, uncanny avoidance we can take multiple times, right?
Yes. Pulling that up now. Uncanny avoidance, which, as the rest of you may or may not know, is how you're going to get extra plot armor. You can take that talent. You need to have at least 10 tap for the second purchase, and then increase that minimum by 10 tap. So, functionally the same as your specialization.
We're at 10, aren't we?
I believe so. So, you could take it twice. You could take the talent up to 4 times.
All right. What is the cost of the second one?
The the first one's 300. The second one is 500, and then the third one's 700. So it's 300 plus 200 time per times you've already taken it.
Okay. So, okay.
You also have a feature or a talent that you can purchase called Protect the Others. You may spend your plot armor to protect other people.
How much would that cost?
It's 200, but you need humility at 4 ranks.
All right. So I currently have 6 AP. It would cost 2 to get it to 3, and it would cost 3 to get it to 4, right?
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I'll do that. I'll leave me with 1 left.
You know, Noel, you're pretty good on having spent your XP already, because I know you were. You've already got some talents. You've already got some adaptive skills. You're sitting pretty good.
Ye-
All right, Xavier. What are you looking like with your XP?
I have a lot.
You do have a lot. 2,180 is what I'm showing.
Yep.
Now
I should
the
probably
classics.
spend some.
Yeah, classics are uncanny avoidance. Plus, we have shootout momentum, which is at the beginning of your turn. If you do not have any grit or grit debt, bank 1 grit. We have excellent concentration, which is you do not need to spend grit in order to focus.
Wait, that sounds nice.
Shootout momentum.
The one
Or excellent concentration.
excellent concentration.
That is 300 experience points and a will of 3 is the requirement.
Oh, I do not have a will of 3.
You can probably get it.
Probably.
You have 9 AP. And it'll cost you like a grand total of 3 AP to get your will up to 3.
And then 300 EXP.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We also have plenty of investigation talents. if you folks are interested in bolstering your ability to collect information.
Then, oh,
I pretty much just spent everything. I have 85 points left.
Nice. I did mention previously specialization. That's
I'm
500.
taking that.
Yeah, that's 500 experience points, but it gives you a +3 to all challenge tests made with the specific skill. You can take that multiple times, but for each time you take it, it has to be on a different skill, and you have to have 10 more tap each time.
Quick question. What was the talent's name?
Which one? I listed off a few. What did it do?
I gave you focus.
Okay, it made it to where you don't have to spend grit to focus.
Yeah.
Excellent concentration.
Thank you.
Yeah. And there, like I said, there is always the classic uncanny avoidance, which gives you more plot armor. Universally powerful ability. Benny, I don't know if any of the things I've said so far are useful to you. If you're interested in any of these, I got plenty more to read off. If you would like,
What does it take to get uncanny avoidance?
it's 300 experience for the first one, 500 experience points for the second one, or a total of, if you want it twice, that's 800. That would bring you up to 3 plot armor if you have both.
I have 1,350 unused XP, so I'll definitely take that once.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just typing it here, 1. And you had mentioned something about increasing our investigation ability.
Yes.
What's it take to do that?
So we have a few. First, you can always do skills. You can upgrade your skills by spending 100 experience points per current level. So if you're at 3, 300 brings you to 4. If you're at 4, 400 brings you to 5. But then we also have some talents, like It's All Coming Together, which says you can have the hunch condition an additional time. Improved deduction says that the amount you add with the hunch condition is 2d10 instead of the usual 1d10.
Okay, so what is it for the hunch condition? Or for the hunch one?
The hunch one, where you can have it an additional time, that's only 150 experience points, but it does require an acuity of 4 and a logic of 3.
Yeah, I've got an acuity of 2 and a logic of 2, so that's not quite going to work.
Do you have humility of at least 3 ranks?
I do.
We have one called Following Your Gut, and this says once per investigation, you may acquire a single investigation node without a lead.
Okay, and that's how much?
350 experience points.
Is there a cap on the skill rank?
6 is the cap. Not counting your specialization.
Oh, okay. Well, so if I paid 300 points to rank it from 3 to 4 and then use specialization, I can have to 7?
Yeah, then you're at 7, but you can still get those skill ranks up to 6, which will end up adding 9 to your roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to consider specialization at all. That's what that side box is for.
The modifier. Okay.
Yeah.
If
Sweet.
I have a skill with a skill rank of 1, how much is it to increase that?
If it's currently at 1, 100 gets you to 2.
Okay. I've got 700 XP still to use, so I'm going to use it on a few things.
Okay. And don't forget about that specialization because it's easily the most efficient use of experience points because it's 500 experience points to add 3 to your skill rolls. Whatever your favorite skill is, that's the one. Go ahead.
What does Cerebromancy do again?
That's some mental magic. Like, if you're in an investigation, you're trying to maybe read minds, get information from their minds. That's the kind of thing that will happen there. It's mental magic.
Okay. Got it. I'm kind of between a few things. I got 1 point in quiet steps, 1 point in hiding, and 2 in illusion.
Me personally, I'd go for the illusion. Up the skill you already have points in.
Okay, so I've got 2, so I go down to 300 to up that one.
To go from 2 to 3 is 200. The current rank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So illusion goes up. I've still got 300 experience to spend and 3 AP.
If you ever aren't sure what you want, adaptive skills. Basically, if you learn an adaptive skill and then you come up against something like, man, I really wish I could roll for that. That's what adaptive skills are. And that functions exactly like every other skill in terms of cost. So 50 get you that first point, then 100, then 200. And basically, maximum 3. You're like
maxing it out, then adding the specialization, and we're like, oh yeah, I actually had the secret hidden trait.
Okay.
You can't do that. Adaptive skill caps at 3, and it cannot be specialized.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm down to 3 AP and 150 XP, so I think I can save the rest for something else, unless there's something amazing you reckon I can buy with that right now.
I don't think so.
Okay. I guess we're all set. I feel like this works with the character because during his 5 years jumping between planes, he would have had to have learned some adaptive skills, would have had to have, gotten better at the things that we're choosing to get better at here.
Absolutely.
So that works.
Absolutely. All right, Xavier, are we good with you? You have anything else you need to look at?
I don't remember what the TAP is for, but other than that, I should be good.
TAP is just a level. Like that's kind of what level you're at. It doesn't translate to like D&D. I guess you could maybe say it translates to like old school Final Fantasy. But no, that's just your overall power level.
Okay.
All right, so everyone is good to go then.
By the way, this is just flavor, but 5 years went by for Cap while a couple of hours or a couple of days went by for everybody else. But this was a rough 5 years. Like, this was jumping between timelines into hostile situations, into bad situations. So, like, Cap looks, 10 or 15 years older than he was. Again, just flavor.
Yeah, definitely. I agree wholeheartedly with that concept. All right. So, we're ready to get started with the story here?
Indeed.
I'm ready.
All right. So, before we delve into our characters, I do want to focus on the shores of Vicario Lake. The crowd is still growing strong as the recent destruction of the underwater vessel was literally groundbreaking. Several individuals have been taken into custody by different kinds of law enforcement. As you know, there's no one unified law enforcement, but several self-appointed organizations are taking individuals into custody. Rescue efforts are also underway for a couple of people trapped inside of the vessel. And suddenly, a man in a steel suit with claws of plasma finds himself on foreign shores. He looks on with a sense of familiarity. Several passerbys look onto him with a vision of curiosity before continuing on their merry way. After a minute's contemplation, he moves with purpose and vigor, making his way towards something uncertain. Now, Cap and Pad, shifting our focus yet again, Cap and Pad find themselves alone in a car on the way back up to their impermanent home. Cap has been away for 5 years, as we had mentioned, time without having driven his customized Model N or without seeing his friends, if you can call them that. And I don't know if you have been a long time without driving. It is a bit unusual to be behind the wheel again. Pad, the passenger, it's only been a couple of hours for you, or days, yet you have your own heavy thoughts to contend with. What do we see? What do we feel? What conversation happens in this vehicle?
You know, looking at you now, feel like you went through a rough time. What happened out there? Where were you?
Well, it's not that I don't want to answer the question. It's just that it's nothing quite as simple as where. It's also a question of when, and there's more than one when that can exist at the same time. In other words, there's another realm, another world, another reality, whatever we call it, where you're someone else entirely. And then there's yet another one where you're exactly as you are, but you're now married and have a family and have settled down somewhere. And I've been to a bunch of them, and not all of them were friendly.
I can tell. You look like you got roughed up pretty bad. The thing is, though, something that's been kind of bothering me is the last time you spoke to me before you disappeared, you didn't seem like yourself. What happened?
How do you mean?
Your voice, it wasn't yours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a companion of sorts. It's a whole thing. Basically, there's a spirit, an echo, some sort of remnant of somebody from the Brotherhood of Bedlam who I can interact with. But when things went sideways in that prison, well, things went sideways, including my magic.
Is that something we should worry about? Like, do the others know?
Not that I'm aware.
Is this something you want them to know?
Not particularly. I mean, it's not a secret, but there's not anything useful they're going to do with that information.
Well, it's not mine to give, so I'll keep that to myself.
You seem a little more broody than usual. What's going on with you?
Well, like you said, time was a little different, but had a couple of run-ins while you were out, and of course we had to escape ourselves. Kind of caught sight of some old memories.
Some old what?
Some old memories. But, you know, it's just an emotional... I'll get over it.
So there's this awkward moment where Cap has literally no idea how to interact with this situation. So he's going to just kind of like very slowly and awkwardly reach over and pat on the shoulder. And when he does that, he's not paying attention to the road. So he's very nearly going to get into an accident while he does it.
Move out the way, asshole!
Visualize using your blinker, jerkwad. Okay.
And that a moment of adrenaline, it kind of reawakened us back into the current situation. There are some things more important right now.
So, Pad, let's
Yeah.
never talk about our feelings again, okay?
Maybe not while driving, but
Yeah,
you know,
okay,
I
that'll work.
appreciate the effort.
And in the other vehicle, either not far behind or not far ahead, we've got Pandora, Timolt, and Xavier sharing this vehicle. Pandora and Timolt obviously have a great connection between them. There's probably conversation bouncing back and forth. But where does Xavier find his attention at this moment?
Mostly lost in his thoughts.
Expand if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. More, he has questions too on how his dad managed to get into the prison to begin with. As he's rummaging through all of his memories, he doesn't remember anything that his dad ever did that was horrible. Not one. And he's wanting to look for some answers.
That makes sense. I do figure it has been long enough that Graf Eisen has gone through the memory process. So I think in very short order we can address some of his thoughts and some of his questions directly with Graf Eisen. However, at this exact moment, Pandora's illusory recursor, basically the video phone that involves illusion magic, is firing up.
Shit.
Glissa is calling.
Timolt is in the front seat, right?
And Timolt's in the front seat.
All right. Great. Xavier, I think, can she see through it? I thought it was a big.
There is a
Says,
bit of visual, two-way visuals. We can say
Alright.
that the back seat is protected.
Yay!
Xavier, stay silent. Don't say shit. Answers
Yes.
the phone.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
not phone.
The not phone.
Answers the illusory device.
Illusory device. Hello, Pandy. Oh, my Pandy. Oh, good. Tim's here too. Oh, good. I've spoken with your father, Tim, and the Hive Next and Volrock. We're going to make a unified front, so it's good to be able to speak with you. Oh dear, I'm exasperated. What a mess. I'm gonna need a weekend at the spa after this. Pandy, I apologize. I've. So, let me start over. We are cutting ties with both Element Morphology and the Dominators, and condemning their actions with the gold standard Morphic scandal. Oh, of course you don't know about this.
I don't know anything more than I've already told you about seeing the Dominators attacking the truck.
Yes, which is definitely the reasons why we're going to want to cut ties with the Dominators. But that is not happening just yet. That's a separate motion. Someone has spoken to the press. Someone somewhere within the company or companies, we've got a whistleblower. A story broke out about this terrible enchantment with the Morphics, which Element Morphology applied to the new product we were just rolling out. We've had to recall the ones that made it. And as
Terrible.
you know, that's the product that made it to Neednor.
Yeah. She is acting shocked and horrified.
Yes, it's dastardly concoctions. They've applied to our gold standard Morphics, and we must protect our reputation, of course.
Of course.
Now, the Dominators apparently attacked our trucks, and yes, you've told me this earlier. The official story is that they were destroying bad products, But we've been building up a security force of our own to replace them, and once that security force is deployed, we are officially cutting ties with the Dominators.
That's good. I am worried about what could happen if something like that happens again. Don't trust them. Not after that.
Exactly. They're attacking our own trucks. And the official story may hold for a while, but I'd rather just get out in front of it.
That's a good plan.
Excellent. I'm glad you understand, Pandy. And I may have you at a press conference in the near future, and like we discussed on our last call, Sturm is going to be arriving.
Of course.
Good.
Thank you, Mother.
Yes. Have a great day, dear. Click.
Like, and immediately after it hangs up, she's gonna start cackling. Well, this worked out better than I could have expected.
That problem really solved itself. Did the other two, Timmelt and Xavier, react to Pandora's mad cackling?
The mad cackling shocked Xavier for a little bit, but once he saw and heard what was going on, he just kept himself.
Since no one's playing Timmelt and I have in the past, I'll chime in and say that Timmelt was doing that thing where he was like covering his mouth with both hands and like borderline hurting himself, trying not to burst out laughing during that whole conversation.
Yeah, it's obvious that that Glissa is keeping secrets from Pandora, and it's also obvious that Pandora and Timmelt are keeping secrets from Glissa.
We're a united front at our end, which is unfortunate for both our families.
The families are united, and these two are united. So it doesn't take long to arrive back at the temporary home or impermanent home. Everyone is reunited once more in the comfort of Pandora's second home, I think is what we've established.
Mm-hmm.
Is Pandora gonna tell the other two what happened?
Yes, she's going to. She's still trying to hold back. Like, she's still trying to stop herself from starting to laugh again. But like, she takes them into the house because she doesn't want to talk to them outside, and tells them while trying not to laugh, like, cutting ties with the Dominator.
You know the Dominators aren't gonna just sit there and take it though, right?
Oh yes, fine with that. This is going to cause problems, and I've exactly what I wanted. She says, trying not
Those
to
are
laugh
good
again.
problems.
I've seen the Dominators in a dozen realities. They sucked in all of them. We'll be fine.
You guys suck.
I'm not going to ask it any questions, but good to know.
You know, I'm truly starting to believe I dodged a bullet on this one. More like a whole cannonball, but
I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. You did. You did.
All right. So, are there any kind of directives that we're going to take here as individuals or as a group? Do you guys remember anything that's happened, or need refreshers on anything?
I mean, what direction are we talking about? Because a lot of things did happen.
A lot of things did happen. But what I mean is sitting here, having this moment, having a breath for the first time in either years or days, depending on who you are. You do have a moment to just relax. But I'm curious what the characters are planning, what they're thinking, and what they want to do. Xavier's obvious, by the way. I don't need a refresher on that. Go ahead, Benny.
So Cap, his primary thought is to get a proper meal because he's gone for months or years at a time without that because of the circumstances he was in. When Pad says something about having dodged a bullet by not joining in with the Dominators, Cap is going to say something to the effect of, "Well, for one thing, you avoided running afoul of the nuclear Nepo twins over there."
The nuclear
But then
Nepo
he's just gonna-
twins?
Well, I mean, they cause explosive chaos. They're Nepo babies, and twins is just because there's two of them. Anyway, but beyond that, Cap is pretty much raiding the fridge.
I do think we're going to see Timolt exit stage right here, and he's
Yeah.
be like, "Hey,
I was about to say I should probably drop him off at home because it was in my car, so I should probably take him home.
Yeah, I think safe to assume that can happen in the near future.
Yeah.
So Xavier's,
Everyone's there. Maybe I'll also go grocery shopping.
We need more food.
I don't know when the last time we went grocery shopping is, but the fridge is getting raided, so drop Timolt and get food and get back.
Pandora
it's
doesn't.
getting raided.
Yeah. Pandora doesn't have somebody who goes out to buy the groceries for her. She actually buys her own
Not
groceries.
to this house.
Not to this house.
Not to this house. Timolt is one of the few people that knows about it.
Fair. Is Xavier planning on seeing his father alone, or would he prefer the emotional support of his friends, or what are you thinking there for Xavier, Tobias?
Probably have everyone over for emotional support.
Okay. Which that would be something that Xavier would request of his friends.
Yeah, sure. Just let them grab a bite to eat.
Okay.
You should probably eat too. We don't know what we're gonna discover, so better to get it down now.
Fair point. Okay.
Pandora makes her way out, and the other three are here, chowing down. What are we eating? It's like sandwiches or something this world specific.
Why is there so much ramen?
Probably because you ate everything else.
Oh, never noticed.
Well, we got some ramen here and some gummy bears. So chow down.
Huh. All right. Sounds good.
I feel like somewhere in this place, Pandora would have an extraordinarily expensive bottle of wine, which Cap would probably open without realizing what it is.
That makes sense to me.
Yep.
Like, not in any way malicious, just,
Yep.
basically the equivalent of $1,000 bottle of champagne, and he just thinks it's like something from the gas station.
Well, I mean, she had like 4 of them, so.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long for Pandora to drop Timolt off and say her goodbyes. Grab some groceries from the local shop and arrive back. Probably would say an hour or so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She comes in through the doors. All of her friends there, either finish
Drinking
eating,
expensive wine.
breaking into expensive wine. How many are partaking of this expensive wine? By the way, is it just Cap?
I mean, I'm not gonna take it from him, and he kind of He looks like he's been through hell. Let him have it. He needs
I mean,
it.
Cap is going to offer to share. He's not greedy.
Yeah, so a curt wave. All yours.
Okay. Hey, Pandora, this grape juice, it tastes really funny. Also, isn't this supposed to be in the fridge?
That's wine. Like, that
Oh,
is
that
so
would do it.
expensive. That was.
Hmm.
She's gonna grab the bottle, like, why did I even keep this here? So expensive. I'm gonna put it into. I'm actually imagine that she does have specific, really expensive wine that she keeps in her like study that she uses for divination magic, and this is one of them. I was just like, how did you even get this? Isn't in the kitchen.
It'd be an extra insult if you managed to put ice cubes in it.
I use this. This is my work wine. My insanely expensive work wine. Oh well, at least I don't have to open it. At least you got it open for me. I'm just gonna put it back. Get a glass for myself.
Hmm.
Since it's already open, might as well.
Might as well. Alright. So, Xavier makes his request. Everyone agrees, yes? To provide emotional support?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And at this point, Graf has made it back to the shop. Graf and Xavier probably said, "Hey, I'm here, by the way." Over the runics, I think is what we're calling them. So yeah, Xavier enters it. Sorry, about a 30-minute drive. Makes it to the shop, entering to see Graf Eisen behind the counter for the first time in years. He's actually well kept. Even if he is a bit scrawny, he is clean shaven and looking worn yet pleased. Recognition can be seen in Graf's eyes, which has happened for the first time to him in years. He can actually recognize something and someone. Hey, how have you been, kiddo? You keeping well?
Yeah, I just have a couple of questions for you.
Sure, yeah, I can answer, but let me tell you, I have questions for you too.
Oh, you go first.
I just want to know how things have been with you and the shop, and I can't believe how much you've grown.
Quite a lot has happened, and the shop has been going surprisingly well.
That's good. Has the shop been your whole world since I've been away? I mean, I'm sorry I've left you so much responsibility since I was taken away.
Yeah, it pretty much was. Up until a chaotic mess happened while I had a customer.
Chaotic mess, you say? What happened there?
Pretty much an explosion happened in the middle of the road and the windows got broken.
How long ago was this? Windows look just fine to me.
I'd say about a week ago.
Yeah, that is about how long it's been. You did have some help getting it all fixed up.
hmm
If you remember that, man, I can't remember his name. Earl Mason. Earl Mason is the old man who, one, helped you maintain the shop, and also more recently has repaired all the windows and doors.
I had some help fixing the windows. thanks to quite a few friends and Errol.
That's good. Yeah, Earl's always had my back, so that's expected.
Mhm.
My God, how much you've grown. It's been years. So you had some questions for me.
Yes, of course. What happened to you when you got taken away, and how did that even happen to begin with?
I can't be too certain of all of what happened, but I can tell you, after I closed up the shop one night, some men came in their vehicles, grabbed me, several of them. I tried fighting them off. They covered my face and threw me into a vehicle, had me tied with metal strands. I still remember them singeing into my skin. Before I knew it, I was in that prison, and then before I knew anything, my brain was scrambled.
I see. Do you perchance happen to remember what the car looked like?
Oh no, it was under the cover of darkness.
I see. Metal strands that stages? Hmm, I see. Well, glad you're doing good now.
Yeah, I mean, as good as can be. But listen, while I was in that prison, this is probably of dire consequence. Those people, uh, I think they said something like anti-arcane. They had me building weapons, terrible weapons. And they used a man named Callum's ability to infuse them with devastating power. I remember crafting each.
Pad's gonna perk on that. Are we talking Callum Prescott?
Yeah, that's the guy. We were kept together in our cells so that his power and my craftsmanship, my smithing, could be used to devastating effect.
Mm.
These
Callum
weapons.
never ends up getting back out.
What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I was muttering more to myself. Did Callum ever actually make it out? Like, is that second time?
That's a good question. That is something you guys should probably figure out. But yeah. Graf says,
Were the
yeah,
weapons you were making stored in the prison armory?
not all of them. No, they not enough space in that armory to hold every weapon that we built. There was a lot of them, and these weapons, they have the power to steal magic.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
Oh no. Oh. That's not good.
I'm gonna pensively play with the die on my glove.
Yeah, it's yeah. Listen, I don't know if I'd be able to stop them to destroy those weapons, but I think somebody needs to.
I see. Hmm. Hey, what do you guys think?
Sounds like it's a job for Tempest Plague. Why did we name ourselves that?
I
We
mean,
were running out of ideas.
if you don't like the name, you can always change it. It's not like you guys have that much notoriety at this point.
We took that name because Nuclear Nepo Twins was already taken. But anyway, yeah. Do we know where these weapons were meant to go? Because in the wrong hands, I could definitely see them being a tremendous problem. And by the wrong hands, I mean anyone but mine.
Anyone but yours. Is that question addressed at Graf or the team?
Probably Graf.
I can't say much other than it's the anti-arcane fellows. They were the ones who had us build them, so they must have taken them somewhere.
Oh, those are the guys that we had a run in. They were fighting the steel guys.
Weren't they fighting? I thought they were fighting the fire guys. Who's the fire guys?
They were fighting the Brotherhood. I remember this because it was a question of whether I would take them, unless I'm thinking of another event. We ran into a fight that involved the Brotherhood, but I don't remember if that was who they were fighting.
Let me double check.
They were the ones that were in the middle of the street, weren't they?
6th Street Steel is who the AAC was fighting. And also, Pandora may remember them from a rally in public that slowed down her trip.
That I remember.
Hmm.
That was very annoying.
See, we've had a couple of run-ins with them.
Nothing combative, though, which now we know it's a good thing.
Yeah, of course, if you guys need any help, I'll be sure to smith you something. And I don't know how much use that'll be, but... Or if you need refuge, of course. My shop is yours.
Is it safe for you to be back here? I mean, don't they know this is where you would go back to?
I would say you're probably right, except you guys did blow up their prison. I saw that on the news. I don't know where else they'd take me to.
Oh no. Alright.
Is there like a safe house or somewhere here where if things get dicey, you'd be able to get to?
Yeah, I could hunker down with Earl, but I'm not one for running typically.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why you got captured.
Well,
I was gonna say, but I didn't think Pandora would say it.
tell you what, I'll keep a gun with me at all times.
Like father, like son.
Seems like the best idea for the current moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is good to see you, kid. It's been too long.
Indeed, it has. It's been far too long. Glad I got to see you again.
And don't you think this is the last time? They ain't getting me again. I got the shop too. You don't have to worry about that. You can explore and take up cause. I got this.
Alright, thank you.
Of course. Love you, kid.
Love you too.
All right. So what is next for Tempest Plague?
Hmm.
I guess we should check on Callum.
Yeah,
Probably should.
make sure he got out. After everything, that he would be a good ally.
Yeah, it was mentioned in passing, but he does have void magic. Now, I do
Hopefully,
also,
more prisoners escaped than just us.
They almost certainly did. You guys know that you saw people escaping other than yourselves.
Good.
Well, we intentionally didn't sabotage the teleports or the elevator or the scuba gear just so that everyone had a free chance to escape.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trust me, I thought about it for a while.
What if I just blow everything up?
Well, I had considered using my storm calling to weld the door shut to the portals, but it was like, that's going to cause a lot more collateral.
Yeah, Yeah. It's probably better to just leave the flooding to do the damage.
Hmm.
A couple of other things you guys may or may not remember. There is a rising tension between 6th Street Steel and the Brotherhood of Bedlam, and also there is the Tower of Karnath Vex, which is the last known location of the Key of Authority. Yeah, so we're looking into Callum. How are we going about investigating Callum's survival?
Divination. Haven't used that in a bit.
Sure. So that means we're going back to Pandora's house.
That makes
Uh,
sense.
the artifact. We lost sight of it. We need to stop doing that.
The Key of Authority, that artifact?
Yeah. If I drive, can you divinate?
I can try.
All right, so we got kind of multiple directions we're taking here. We are doing some divination. We are driving to find Callum, and we are looking for the Tower of Karnath Vex. Yes or no?
Yeah. Oh, we don't know where the tower is?
Correct. Which isn't too much of a problem. I just need to know how you find out where the tower is. It really could be as simple as Pat's going to look in the library. Or something to that effect.
Uh, do we have like Google Maps?
Blue gold maps?
Lugal.
Wow, that's an
Then
obscure
I-
movie reference. So in Cap's travels in other dimensions, I figure he would have run into this structure. You know, it would have existed in some of the other planes he was in, so he would probably have an idea of where it is.
Sure.
Like it might be a few blocks off from where he remembers it, but he generally knows.
Okay. So Cap is pointing the directions while Pat is driving, while Pandora is divining.
All right. So Pat's driving Pandora's car. Pandora's gonna be the passenger side, so she can freely concentrate. Cap will be with Cap's car because Pat kept that thing in excellent condition, despite the lack of seatbelts. And then we're gonna have Xavier go with Cap. Sound good, team?
I know.
Sure.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So Pat's following Cap in Pandora's car.
All right.
Also, this is as steady as I can drive. Can't you divinate faster?
I gotta remember.
You're the one who wanted me to do so while driving.
Yeah. I gotta remember if this is one that I've actually already shared with you. I don't think it is.
With our collective memories, everything's new information.
Everything's new information.
I think this is one you shared with me. I think.
I think this might have been one that I shared with you, or no?
That one doesn't look familiar now.
Okay, then that's the one.
It looks like a map, actually. It looks like mountains and rivers, and there's a lake over there.
Mountains, river, and lake.
There's also mold. And a woman? Uh,
A woman.
um, there's also, like, an ancient guardian. That's what it looks like.
Can you tell me a bit more about the mold and the woman?
The mold, it looks like it's growing on something. Mold is mold. It's, like, it's old. It's probably, like, abandoned because mold is where you would, like, it looks like there's a lot of mold. And, like, it would be, like, there would be at a place where, like, maybe abandoned food place. Like, abandoned food warehouse, or where, maybe somewhere that someone evacuated from quickly and left, like, all their supplies behind, and now it's all moldy and something like that.
Okay. I have
Like-
that as mold growing on an abandoned food warehouse. Where I could say like where
I wasn't
those-
specify. I wasn't thinking of a food warehouse, but that's the best I could think of to phrase it. I was thinking more like the quickly abandoned place, like an abandoned place, but that still had just general abandoned, but not specifically food warehouse. You know,
Sure.
the lady, she seemed like ethereal, like she's dancing.
A
A
woman
dancing ethereal lady.
ethereal and dance is how I have that.
Yeah.
How
How many do I have?
That's 4. Need one more.
I see wind, like riding clouds.
Wind riding clouds. All right, and then the next step there is we need you to make a roll.
I don't have my character sheet.
Correct.
You have my character
I
sheet.
have your character sheet. All right. Which
What?
type?
The character you, not the real you.
Yeah. Is that going to be anchromancy or umbromancy that you're doing?
Probably the ink one, because that's the easier one to do while driving.
Okay.
I'm driving for you.
Yeah, well, I'm still moving in a car, in a vehicle. Hard to watch shadows when that's the case.
I'll never
Oh.
understand your magic.
So we have 4 successes. Well done. 4 of those things will come true. I mean, some of them are pretty easy to make come true. If I'm being honest with you, mountains, rivers,
Yep.
and lake. Yep, I think that's possible.
It looks like a fucking map. That's what it looks like.
Now, that being said, maybe we can also follow this map. When the time comes, right? So you have this kind of
Yeah.
this map that you've crafted using your umbromancy or your anchromancy. Sorry. Now Cap
Yeah.
is driving us towards the Tower of Karnath Vox or Karnath Vex. Meanwhile, Pandora's she's got this map that she's managed to draw using her anchromancy, but has also given her something of a vision.
Mhm.
Okay. It isn't far to the Wizard's Tower, winding like immense vines into the sky tear above. Hundreds of these living skyscrapers block out all the sunlight from above. You find the tower that belonged, as the case may be, to Karnath Vex, a particularly devilish curse master. This you know from Cap's experience in other timelines. Who is all getting out? Like, not, it's not like a I'm gonna get you moment, but I'm just curious who is all getting out to feel this.
Xavier.
Xavier's getting out. Pad's getting out. Anyone staying in the
I
car?
don't know.
Nah, I'll get out with the others.
I'll get out too then.
All right. So the whole team approaches the Curse Master's tower, and sure enough, on approach, you can feel with damn near certainty a spiritual force that refuses you from the premises. It's almost as if your own will betrays you, and of course, you know better. The tower is clearly cursed.
Hey, Cap, bet you can't get 10 feet closer.
You're a funny guy, you know that? What is there anything we can determine about the magic that's keeping us away?
I think right off the bat, I can tell you it is one of the most powerful wizards in the history of Manafont. It is a powerful curse. It does not want you to be there.
Okay. Is there any kind of a check we could do to determine like ways around these kind of curses, or what makes them go away, or just any more information that might let us get past it?
I'll tell you there's three kind of possibilities here. One, Pad Dark knows a curse breaker personally. There is also the possibility of trying this yourself, which could lead to bodily harm. Or you can have an outside hire, which leaves you vulnerable to loose lips.
Mm.
And they might just screw it up too.
It's the other friend, isn't it?
Freldon Humfingle.
Can I use my adaptive ability for curse breaking?
Sure.
Guessing one success isn't going to quite do it.
Nope, that is not.
Mm.
In just a moment, we'll find out what the consequences of this are.
Before we do, can I supercharge him?
Supercharging? You can do a team effect where you roll an additional d10.
Okay.
Or Pad can roll the d10.
Okay.
Pad?
Yeah, I'm typing the 1d10.
Okay.
I should not roll.
Oh my gosh.
So, as Cap attempts to empower, or I guess like to break the curse with his newfound skills over the years, a blast of energy fires straight into his abdomen. A full-on entry wound, unless Cap, you want to spend one of your plot armor to prevent this from causing serious bodily harm.
Yeah, that seems like a really solid plan.
All right, so Cap manages. You can describe how that happens, by the way. But yeah, Cap uses his power to prevent the ricochet of curse power coming to harm him.
I think with having been through all that he has in his travels, Cap is just kind of uh, this isn't really a skill thing. This is just he's naturally jumpy at this point, and he just kind of leaps out of the way and probably doesn't even land on his feet. Like probably face plants when he does.
Face plant to safety.
After which he's going to look around and go, "Did it work?"
No,
I don't think so.
it still feels ominous.
I mean, unless you were trying to face plant right there, I don't think it worked.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. Might need to, unless someone else has magic I don't know about.
Nope. I sure as heck don't.
I don't. I don't think.
Yeah, so Pat, you've got your curse breaker, or we can alternatively look for an outside hire.
Well, it's nice to know I have friends, so maybe we can get some help from this dude I know. Or not.
All right.
I got no ideas, man. So yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got nothing.
go right ahead.
All right. So this time, Pad's leading the way. He knows where his good friend, or what once was his good friend, Freldom Huntfingal. He knows where he lives. It is one of the few woodland districts in all of Manafont, called the Elsevierd Hamlet. Very unusual for more urban livers. But yeah. Before long, you reach a winding tree with a home built directly inside of it. Chimney shows smoke, so someone is clearly home.
You said Fredlin?
Freldon.
How do I'm terrible. How do I know him?
He is, or was, in the Dominator training with you.
Yeah, so he was the third friend.
Yeah.
Did he make it through, or did he get the boot?
How closely do you think Pad would have followed Freldon's career? Would he have paid attention?
Yeah. Up until the point where him and his Sarge got into the fight. Anything after that, I would say no.
Freldon did not complete the training.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, perfect. Pad's gonna rap on that door.
You've got a lot of nerve there, Dark. He throws the door open, about half of Pad's height. And as you can see when he opens the door, the space is a bit smaller than would be comfortable for you. Fortunately, that's one of your more admirable qualities. Can I get you some tea? How many people are standing in front of the doorway? Is it everybody? or just Pad?
No, I'd be there.
I'd be
Yes. Probably like a few steps back, but I'm standing there too.
Is that 4 T's for you then?
Humpfingle, glad you have the other nerve. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I thought you were still with the Dominators, although I have heard through a grapevine you did not stay with them.
I've heard through the grapevine myself you have a similar issue.
Well, I can't say it ever felt right. Oh man, I'm mixing the voices up. Hold on. Can't say it ever felt. No, I'm still there. Oh well, I'm running with it. Can't say it ever felt right. Stick with the Dominators. It's too rough. I'm not very rough. He pours each of you a minuscule cup of herbal tea.
Thank you. Pat takes a sip.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, it turns out you were right. They're a little rougher than any of us would have imagined. Bordering just pure evil.
Can't say I ever
They
felt
blew up
that.
a truck the other day.
Well, to be fair, I've blown up a truck before, but that was an accident.
Accident. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't say I ever thought they were evil, and just not very nice. I like to think of myself as a nice guy.
Sorry, you guys have been blowing up trucks while I was gone?
Yep, long story. We'll
We
tell you later.
witnessed it. Yeah, the Dominators.
Yeah, the Dominators decided to blow up some trucks while we were driving past it very innocently.
I entirely believe you.
They're whispering because I don't want to have to explain that to Fredlin.
So, what brings you to my humble abode here?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but the short version is we're taking on the Dominators. We're trying to put a stop to the not so nice things that they've been doing. And we're still trying to keep the peace among all the other factions, but if you've been watching the news like we used to, you can see that's all going to hell pretty quick.
Well, I always knew you were an idiot, and but at least that's one of your more admirable qualities.
All right, short stuff. So here's the thing. Amongst our adventures, we discovered that something very important to them is locked up in a tower that has some curses on it. Specifically, a curse that tried to take our friend over here out. And I don't know anyone better with curses than you. I was kind of hoping you could help us get there before the Dominators find out what's there and they get their, hands on it. Figured you'd like to get a little revenge for them kicking you out.
They didn't kick me out. I left in my own volition. Now, of course, I am the best curse breaker you know. That's a given. What exactly is it that's in this tower?
Some things
Pat.
and also some stuff.
Oh, come
I
now.
say, Pat's gonna look around, eye
It's
everybody
an
else.
artifact, I think.
What'd you say for
It's
Pandora?
we're something that we want. I think something, an artifact maybe, spelunking. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
The key, it's a key that is able to give a lot of people, or give one person a lot of power.
He's hushed. Are you talking about a key of authority?
Yeah.
Oh my word. That's Arguably one of the most powerful artifacts out there. And you want it?
I don't want it. I just don't want the Dominators to get it.
That is a
And-
fair point.
You know me, I have no need for it. But there are some very powerful people looking for it, and we can't let them have it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Isn't it safe right now in this wizard's tower that's cursed that you need me to break the curse for? Is it
You're
not
the
safe there?
best curse breaker I know, but you're not the only curse breaker out there.
That's a fair point. What are you gonna do with this key when you get it? I suppose I'm making small talk here.
I have another friend who is willing to look after it for us. Again, we don't want to use it. We just want to make sure they can't.
And you trust this friend?
I trust her with my life.
That's mighty high praise. You know what? I'm in.
Awesome.
I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah. Anybody want biscuits too? I got them in the oven.
Oh,
That sounds
come
nice.
now. I know better. What do you want in this?
I ate quite a bit early, and I had some grape juice that tasted a little off, so I'm good. But thank
It's
you.
wine, expensive wine.
Is Cap a little bit tipsy after that?
Possibly, and at this point, he would be a little bit hungover.
Time magic makes it move quicker.
At this point, he's going to look at Pandora and be like, "Wait a minute, expensive wine? Is that like a code name for you?" Or
No, it's literally expensive wine. And it is.
oh, the alcoholic beverage. Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yes. Yes.
This is his first time hearing about wine, or at least like his first time imbibing of wine. Yeah. Oh, well, all right. Let's get to it then. We got some curses to break.
You're ready to go now?
Yeah, does it look
Wait,
like
no,
I'm doing
the oven.
what?
The oven.
Oh yeah, I guess I should turn that off. All right, I'll be right back. He goes into his kitchen, which is entirely wood, by the way, including his stove.
Oh
and
no.
fridge. But don't worry, this is magically enhanced.
I'm
wood.
imagining like his stuff. Yeah, I'm picturing that he put a curse on it to not burn or freeze.
Yeah. It's actually very common in this area of Manafont for like all of the furnishings and all of the appliances to be made out of magically enchanted wood that doesn't burn. In fact, they don't even have a firehouse. That's how fireproof all these areas are.
Ew.
Yeah, he pulls out the biscuits, turns off his oven. All right, I'm ready to go.
Sounds good.
All right. Get the show on the road.
All right. So that is all we're going to cover with the characters. But I do want to let you know, as players, elsewhere in the Brotherhood of Bedlam territory, there's a clown doing cartwheels through the area. Welcome, welcome, one and all. It is my astounding pleasure to announce the new Primarch of the Brotherhood of Bedlam. See her inside.
I have concerns.
That's for next time. All right. So, that brings us to the experience point part of our session. Which, as always, I'm going to ask for your favorite and most challenging parts.
I guess I can start. My favorite part would be everyone agreeing to come over for emotional support. I felt like that was a really nice part to the story.
Yeah, I agree with that. It shows the
As
camaraderie
for
of the team.
yeah, as for most challenging, I can't really think of the most challenging part other than I can't really do much with curses, although my character is not known for curses.
That's true. Your character is not known for curses. All right, Pat. How about you? Most challenging and favorite?
The highest I rolled today was a 1. I would say that's a challenge.
I mean, to be fair, you only rolled once. It's a low roll day. Like
yeah.
low quantity of rolls today.
I would say some of the smaller actions, player to player, was kind of a challenge. Not because the opportunity is absolutely there. Just Pat's just not the best at socializing. So on a character or player to character point, that's just hard. Best part, I mean, getting Cap cleaned up, watching him get drunk is good. Meeting up with the old friend is good. Being able to, have some was it snafus between Pandora and Pad while doing the I can't remember what it's called. Well, she was using divination. Thank you. While she's doing her magic, and I'm sitting there trying to drive, as carefully as possible, while trying to follow Cap, who obviously doesn't care about road traffic. So a lot of good parts. I mean, it was a good role play day.
Hell yeah. How about Benny for Cap?
Favorite is definitely coming up with the nickname Expensive Wine for Pandora. Most challenging, I don't mean this in most challenging in the sense that it wasn't fun or that I didn't really enjoy it, because I did, but just in terms of it involving some effort, it is a little bit weird to think in terms of Cap knows these people, Cap has had some camaraderie with these people, and then a span of 5 years for him went by where he didn't see them, and now he's back. And it's just hard to fathom how someone might act in that kind of circumstance, because he was only with them for a couple of days. So it's just a very weird situation for this character, and it's hard to even imagine how to RP it.
Oh, absolutely. And if I'm being honest, like, you are one of the more capable role players of the 4. Like, no, I don't mean that to offend anybody else. But as far as being able to roll with major character points, I kind of put that in your hands because you are very capable.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that you roll with it. Because, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. 5 years between seeing somebody for a few days, and I do think, like, the fact that this team also rescued you and you rescued Cap and brought him back to his own time, I think that helps solidify that camaraderie, or reseals that camaraderie.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it also says something that, even though we didn't really RP it or get into it in the story, and I don't think we should have, just to be clear, but at no point in his 5 years of traveling between times and dimensions did he say, you know what, forget where I was before. I can just hang out here. Like, he very much wanted to get back to where he is now.
That makes sense. Absolutely. Did you say a favorite part? Oh, the wine.
Favorite
Yep,
was, the favorite was giving Pandora the nickname Expensive Wine.
All right, and then Noel for Pandora. Favorite most
There were a
challenging.
lot of good. There were a lot of good parts. I guess the phone call with the mother. That was funny.
Yeah, it is. It is fun to
Most
see like those two characters interact and see kind of who ends up on top in the end. I think that will be interesting.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
uh, most challenging is the fact that I don't have a computer, nor will I for a couple weeks. So I am back having to rely on other people to do like my character sheet shit.
That makes absolute sense. Yeah. So there is all of the favorite, most challenging parts. Today's pretty light on the experience points, 120. A lot of that came from one, Cap getting shot. That got you 50 experience points. And then the divination got you another 50, plus the 20 for favorite and most challenging. So yeah, you guys get 120 experience points and 1 AP on the day. This was kind of a transitional episode into what happens next, which is the Tower of Karnath Vox, or Karnath Vex. That being said, we're not going to be here next week. One of our players has plans, so I didn't want to jump into that this week and then leave it in the middle of an investigation.
Valid.
All right, team. Any closing thoughts?
Can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for playing. Thank you for everybody who's watching at home. We really appreciate your support. Don't forget to, subscribe to this channel on Twitch or on YouTube. Don't forget to join our Discord and let us know how you're enjoying it. And I will catch you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.